Good afternoon. My name's Kevin Wagner with Wagner Consulting Group.
And I'm Nicholas King from Public Works. We're the co-chairs of the awards committee.
We're bringing you the San Francisco Collaborative Partnering Awards show this year virtually because of COVID-19, of course. We hope to see everybody healthy and happy next year for the same event, for our 4th annual event.
We're going to start off the day with a word from our city administrator, Naomi Kelly.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 3rd annual virtual San Francisco Collaborative Partnering Awards. My name's Naomi Kelly, and I'm the city administrator for the city and county of San Francisco. The COVID pandemic has forced us to shake things up a bit this year, moving our ceremony from in-person to virtual. But the foundation remains the same, celebrating the accomplishments of the people that make it happen. The aim of our collaborative partnering is to forge meaningful collaboration among city departments. In short, we're working together so that San Francisco is the owner of choice in building construction and infrastructure improvements. I'm so proud of the 8 project teams honored today. The teams represent each of the 6 participating city departments, involve dozens of contractor partners who structure collaborative partnering to help deliver significant projects that have touched countless San Franciscans and visitors. 2020 has truly been about resiliency. The construction industry is a perfect microcosm to showcase how a team must be nimble and resilient to solve problems. These past 7 months have not been easy, but they've highlighted the fortitude that these project teams have demonstrated. San Francisco has become a leader in how to advance essential infrastructure projects in the COVID-19 era. Thank you for joining us today. While we're not able to come together in person this year, we are honored to be highlighting our 8 projects this year in our virtual ceremony.
The awards depend on the efforts of our judges.
We definitely couldn't do this without our judges. They do dedicate a lot of their own personal time to help us evaluate these projects.
COVID or no COVID, we had a lot of great applicants this year, and the judges had to read through all of the applications and then have a lot of meetings to come to consensus on what the partnering award levels would be.
Scott Bills with HENSEL PHELPS will now introduce us to our judges.
On behalf of all the judges, I would like to thank the city project teams and all the contractors who took time to prepare and submit their entries for the 2020 San Francisco Partnering Awards program. This year we highlighted 8 project teams, and all teams went through an extensive scoring process and were scored on several factors, including the overall partnering process, goal setting, issue resolution, teamwork, innovation, and lessons learned. After the extensive scoring process, the evaluation panel met together to review and develop consensus regarding award levels for each of the project teams. After much discussion, the evaluation panel came up with recommendations for gold, silver, and bronze level awards. This is actually the 3rd year of the San Francisco Partnering Awards program, and since its inception, this program has been very successful in highlighting the importance and the benefits of collaborative partnering, and also recognizing the city project teams who are successfully applying the principles of partnering. I believe I speak for all the judges when I say that it has been a real honor and a great privilege to be a part of this year's San Francisco Partnering Awards program.
Thanks, Scott. Now on with the awards.
The first category is infrastructure projects less than $20 million.
I'm ELAINE Forbes, the Executive Director of the Port of San Francisco, and I want to congratulate Andre Antonio and Tim Leung for winning a partnering award for the Beltline Building project for the electrical and plumbing utilities. Congratulations to you. I know a successful partnership is so critical when projects come into dispute, and here we had such a dispute, and the teams, the contractor team and staff worked so well together to resolve the issues and found real solutions. And I'm so proud that you found such good solutions to keep the project on budget, and the Port staff was so proactive in making that happen. So a huge win for the Port of San Francisco, and congratulations for receiving an award on your good work. Thank you.
The project is the Pier 29 Utility Upgrade and Beltline Building Sewer Rerouting Project. What that entailed was to add some utilities to the Pier 29 structure as well as an existing Beltline building.
You know, at the port, the difficult, anytime you run in the project, piping, whatever, involved with the seawall, it's always create some problem.
We spent one whole partnering session just discussing the whole coordination, how to safely penetrate the seawall, how to plug the seawall, and then to get the subcontractors to do it safely.
Deep under the pier, very dark there, and also the tide, the wave movement, you know, cause the contractors are hard to work on the boat. You know, it's rocking all the time.
Just through experience with a lot of us at the port, we said, yeah, in this case, working off of a boat is not the best and safest way. Why don't we team up here, or why don't you guys team up here with power engineering and let's kind of discuss, a much safer plan of attack. And they installed scaffolding, which they did that through the middle of the night. And then what that allowed is when the tide was right and the access was available, the contractor could safely boat over to the scaffolding and use the scaffolding, lay all their equipment out, lay all the pipe out. And I think through the partnering, we were able to kind of accomplish that.
Hello, I'm Jeff Tumlin, Executive Director of the SFMTA, and I'd like to congratulate the collaborative spirit and partnership that both the contractor and project team engaged in on the Muni Metro Subway Escalator Rehabilitation Project Phase 2. This is a much-needed $20 million rehabilitation project of 17 outdoor and indoor escalators across 6 separate metro stations from Castro to Montgomery. The challenge was how to do this project in the constrained environment of Market Street while minimizing negative impacts to transit passengers, pedestrians, car traffic, businesses, and residents. As is true in most relationships or projects, open and honest communication was a key factor for the project's success. In order to make that work, required endless detailed conversations about scheduling and reducing negative impacts, dealing with the unexpected schedule of the Twin Peaks tunnel shutdown, and 100 other details. This construction project not only benefited from true and honest partnership, but also a strong spirit of orientation towards goals, not only goals around delivering the project on time and on budget, but also keeping San Francisco running throughout the construction project. Congratulations to the entire project team. Thank you so much for your hard work.
Just having that baseline understanding of this is how it's going to work, this is how we're all agreeing it's going to work, I think is just the best way to, one, start the project off.
Lots of changes during construction that the team had to adapt to. We were able to adjust to keep the project moving forward.
Project had multiple project managers throughout the duration of the construction, multiple REs and numerous different inspectors that looked through the project, and it somehow maintained the consistency throughout.
But what I found is there was a compassion among everyone. Whoever was on the team was so focused on serving the public and doing the best that they could.
We have 17 new escalators essentially in the system to help provide access for our riders. So we've delivered what we promised we would deliver. So the project is a success.
Congratulations to the SFO Runway 28 Left Reconstruction Project Team. This was an $11.4 million reconstruction of some of our busiest taxiways at the airport, crossing our major runways, one left and one right. And the goal was to improve the long-term durability of this intersection and the performance of the runway overall. And I'll have to say the goal was achieved with great success. We had a great contractor with Golden Gate Constructors, joint venture between Granite Rock and DeSilla Gates Construction. They installed roughly $900,000 a day in work during the full closure of the runways. They had two great key subcontractors, Fontenoy Engineering and Royal Electric, and they also did an outstanding job coordinating their work with SFO's engineering and operations team. Really proud of the achievement. They finished early, 12 days, 2 days ahead of schedule, within budget, and with a perfect safety record, most importantly. And the collaboration across all airport stakeholders was really fantastic. And this really gave us an exceptional outcome for an incredibly challenging project. Congratulations to the Runway 28 Left Reconstruction Project team.
To me, you know, if you're an owner, this is the thing you need to be really thinking about is doing this partnering with contractors and bring all the folks on board, and so that collaboratively you come up with a solution to solve the problems that would come up during projects, and have that open discussions on setting goals and expectations. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if you aren't already doing so.
Our original owner had a statement to me many years ago that I still live by. We all live in the same communities, we all have the same issues, we have families and stuff like that. Imagine a world where if you walked into a diner and the people that you worked with didn't like you because you were so argumentative and you had a bad time. Now imagine going to the same diner and here's Daniel Lee with his children. I can go over and say, hi, how are you? And he says, hi, how are you back? That's just a much better place to be. That's what partnering will do for you.
Partnering has always been something that I've done, you know, for the years that I've been in this business. We didn't call it partnering, you know. In the beginning we would call it let's go down and have a drink or something, and we would you know, just get together and talk the project through. And so it's sort of always been there. It's now it has a little bit more formality.
I love the partnering process to set expectations for the teams, to work collaboratively, and be winning the championship together. Try to do the best you can every day and challenge one another.
That was a great collection of projects, wasn't it, Nicholas?
Absolutely. And now let's move to the next category, our vertical projects.
Hi, everybody. My name's Phil Ginsburg. I'm the General Manager of your San Francisco Recreation and Park Department. Congratulations to the West Portal Playground renovation team. This project was the first of our Let's Play SF Tier 2 projects to be completed. Through teamwork, this project came in under budget, and now savings from this project will go toward renovating other playgrounds that are also in need of improvements. Coordinating with SFMTA for the waterproofing improvements and working around electrical equipment to maintain Muni service at the West Portal Station was crucial. I congratulate the entire project team, from the designers, project managers, the construction team, that worked so hard and were able to continuously navigate guidelines put in place during COVID. Teamwork and collaboration were essential to ensure a quality project. Our team had to be creative, efficient, and nimble. And thanks to partnership, they reached substantial completion early. So team, because of you, we were able to welcome kids back to the West Portal Playground on October 14th. So on behalf of our city's kids and their overwrought parents, I say thank you and congratulations.
The renovation of this project was envisioned way back in 2014 by a group of committed community members who formed the Friends of West Portal Playground. The renovation of the West Portal Playground included a whole-scale redo of the existing playground, a brand new nature exploration area, and we were also able to work to restore a sundial monument. In my 8 years with Rec and Park, this is one of the smoothest collaborations in construction. I'm happy to report that because all throughout the way in design, we had a pretty tight budget, so we really had to work with the design team from Public Works and with the community and with all of the Rec and Park divisions to really hone in on what is the essential scope of the project. The contractor team was really responsive and they were really proactive at looking at things in the field, really detail oriented. So I was expecting construction to be pretty challenging, but with partnering and with the team that we had, it actually was really smooth and kind of fun.
Congratulations to the Grand Hyatt at SFO project team. This one really required significant collaboration amongst airport staff, our design build team, which was WebCore with Hornberger Wistel and ED2 Architects as the design builders, and PGH Wong and MCK Americas as our PMSS team. And this was a airport designed and constructed facility with a 10-year lease with the Hyatt folks. And so it was really important to have that level of collaboration and trust in developing the design, and the team just did an amazing job. In fact, this project was identified by Skytrax as the top on-airport hotel of 2020. And Skytrax is that gold standard for airport facilities that the passengers and traveling public can rely upon. $230 million progressive design build, 4-star, 4-diamond hotel at SFO, something we're very proud of. The project team needed to work very closely with 2 simultaneous projects, same footprint, and I'll have to say partnering really supported issue resolution and demonstrated the value of this joint problem solving for the entire team. So congratulations to the Grand Hyatt at SFO team.
Since the removal of the previous airport Hilton some 20 years ago, SFO has sought the right circumstances and partnered to recreate the airport hotel
to be the best designed, most innovative and most environmentally friendly on-airport hotel in the world. The vision was going to be achieved by creating an outstanding quality and eye-catching property with excellent service and smart design, as well as highly carbon efficient operation that will build on the environmental success of SFO.
The complexity of trying to situate a high-rise next to a train station, and then on the other side next to a major utilities and infrastructure project
was a new challenge and adventure. The other piece was to include the Hyatt organization, and Grand Hyatt was involved the entire way because ultimately they're the owner-operator of the facility.
Partnering, I think, gave everybody a forum, at all tiers of the project to come together and to, put problems on the table, discuss the status of the project, maybe work towards solutioning. And, it was sort of all of us trying to come together and make sure, that at the end of the day, we, kept our goals and aspirations aligned.
Hey, Nicholas, maybe after the pandemic, we'll go get a drink at that Hyatt.
And then right after, we can go back to using the playgrounds again. Let's move to the last category, infrastructure projects above 20 million.
As I'm Alec DeGravenary and the Director of San Francisco and Public Works, I am as excited to present the Silver Level Partnering Award to the project team involved in the 3rd Street Bridge project. The successful and rehabilitation of this as historic drawbridge over the Mission Creek Channel and required a high degree of partnering that went beyond the standard contractor-owner and relationship. This project would not have been possible without the partnerships that we also had from as our colleagues at the SFMTA, the Port of San Francisco, Caltrans, the general contractor, the American Bridge Company, and as their subcontractors and consultants. And of course, I also want to recognize and thank and the community for their help ever seeing this project through as well. So again, I would like to congratulate the 3rd Street and the Bridge team for the successful and delivery of this project that is going to serve in the city and the county of San Francisco and for many years to come. Thank you all.
Third Street Bridge is also known as the Lefty O'Doul Bridge. Crosses over Mission Creek Channel. It's not an everyday project that you get to work on a historic bridge, especially something with such history. It's a pretty complicated project. We've repainted the entire bridge, replaced the entire steel deck. We've also repaired and replaced some damaged steel and concrete members. But there was a lot involved with coordinating with a lot of people.
I think everybody came in with a professional mindset and with a problem-solving mindset. I think the team was not only committed to the goals, but they were committed to working on developing the trust that was necessary to be successful.
We are under pressure in terms of getting this done because of all the events that are happening, people concerned about being, stuck in traffic, especially with the baseball games and the Chase Center opening. And then, we still went through a couple ups and downs, but
the good news is that despite the dips, the focus remained on the goals of the project.
And as we work through more and more issues and, tackle the challenges and get through it, the team started building more confidence.
Ultimately, you got a project that not only the team should be proud of, but I think the whole city should be proud of.
Hello, I'm Kathy Howe, Assistant General Manager for the Infrastructure Division with the San Francisco Public Utilities Commission. I'm excited to present the Silver Level Partnering Award today to the project team responsible for delivering the Sunol Long-Term Improvements Project. The Sunol Long-Term Improvements Project was critical to SFPUC's maintenance operations for the East Bay region. The project is further complicated as the facility was required to be fully operational during construction. This project truly exemplifies maximized partnering collaboration with diverse objectives that included the Muwekma Ohlone tribe, local farmers, archaeologists, contractors, and multiple government agencies. A team comprised of SFPUC's Engineering Management Bureau, Public Works' Engineering and Architectural Groups, the general contractor, S.J. Amoroso, the electrical subcontractor, Helix, and SFPUC's project management and construction management overcame obstacles together. The LEED Gold facility benefited from S.J. Amoroso's proactive and organized management team and Helix's experience in the LEED certification process. The city's engineers and architects were always available to resolve challenges. The CM team worked with the contractors to obtain a finished product to meet the contract requirements. Congratulations to the Sunol Long-Term Improvements team for completing a successful project in a timely manner and under budget.
San Francisco owns and operates a drinking water system which stretches from Yosemite to San Francisco and serves safe and reliable water to 2.6 million customers throughout the Bay Area. The Snow Maintenance Yard is a maintenance and operations headquarters servicing the system in the East Bay Area. Many of these structures were built in the late 1800s. The Snow Yard will demolish all the existing structures and build a new LEED Gold administration building, 4 new shops. As engineers, we're always interested in challenges and solving challenges. There was some archaeological discoveries not too far from our site, and we reached out to the Muwekma Ohlone tribe, as well as the contractor, and as well as a world-renowned archaeological consultant. And we worked as a collaborative team to identify, record, and remove the discoveries that were found. That partnership with the group led to the successful completion of our project.
Congratulations to the Airport Security Infrastructure Program, or ASIP, project team. And I have to say this represents probably the most significant security infrastructure upgrade at any airport in the US, and really resonates with SFO's value of safety and security being our highest priority. And the project was technically complicated. It included the upgrade of 807 access control points and added 600 cameras and enhance security infrastructure across the entire airport campus. And that's really critical as we look to the future and add technology to continue to improve the security and safety of our airport. We were proud to work with our design build team of Hunt AECOM and the Faith Group as our PMSS. And they delivered this project $1.7 million under budget, safely and on schedule. And I have to say, partnering was critical to the delivery and coordination of this project. And the monthly sessions were so important to the coordination that needed to happen between our key stakeholders, including operations, security, ITT, G4S, our systems integrator, and the key subcontractors. And this team really did such a wonderful, seamless job and minimized the impact to airport operations all the while of implementing this program. So really proud of this team. Congratulations.
Anyone who's worked in construction recognizes that building doors is a huge pain in the neck.
It's 807.
So the team built 807 doors, and per door, that's something like 6 or 7 different trades that all have to work in a 3 by 6 foot area.
The ASIP project consisted of a campus-wide infrastructure upgrade for the security infrastructure, not just for today, but for future expansion at the San Francisco International Airport. The card swipes and the finger scanners that allow you to get through portals and doors. We also had to install over 800 new security cameras airport-wide, along with the corresponding infrastructure to service those cameras. So it really was a very infrastructure-heavy project.
And these types of projects are supposed to be in the background, and no one's supposed to observe you, and you're not supposed to impact operations. And we had nearly 60 million passengers going through SFO the entire time. It was a very busy time, and they literally touched every corner of the airport.
It just required an enormous amount of coordination to make sure that we could do what we have to do without disrupting operations. This is the first time that I've ever seen executives and company leaders come to the table on a regular basis to discuss issues.
Partnering helped make an incredibly complex project with lots of competing goals and interests simple.
Congratulations to all of the award winners. Before we announce our final award, the Best in Class, we're going to hear a little bit from Rob Ray of OrgMetrics.
Rob has really been integral to the partnering efforts for the City of San Francisco since day one. He is really turning the City of San Francisco into the owner of choice.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without Rob. Across the city, the number of claims are down, the number of bidders are up, and a lot of that is due in part to his efforts.
Hi, my name is Rob Ray, and it has been my honor to serve as the partnering facilitator for the San Francisco Collaborative Partnering Steering Committee since its inception in June of 2016. There is literally no other partnering steering committee like ours in the world, and it's been incredibly rewarding for me to help tap into the collective wisdom of our 6 departments who deliver projects and the 9 industry associations who are supporting our steering committee. We have accomplished a great deal in our time together and continued working to help make the City and County of San Francisco an owner of choice. The steering committee started its journey in 2016 by focusing on barriers to collaboration on city projects. You can see our charter here. We launched our 2 primary subcommittees, performance measures and education and training, to focus on ways to measure our performance in terms of partnering and to make sure that we're educating and training the staff and industry professionals who work on our projects each day. To date, we've developed more than 22 partnering enhancement proposals, and we've signed 14 of those proposals. Through those proposals, we've done many things. We've launched a new partnering specification and partnering field guide. We launched the sfpartnering.com website. We launched the new San Francisco Partnering Fundamentals training, which is based on the field guide, and we pivoted to offer that training online for our staff after the pandemic hit. We also launched this award ceremony and recognition program 3 years ago to help highlight the project teams who are successfully using collaborative partnering to deliver the projects. To date, in 2018 and 2019, they've saved $70 million through collaboration. And this year, it's no exception. We have millions of dollars that are saved by project teams working together effectively. Which brings me to an important recent achievement that the City and County has achieved this past year. This was the first year in 2019 that none of our departments had a government code claim at the end of the year. That means they resolved all of their issues while the project was going on, rather than trying to resolve it in a courthouse 18 months later. And in fact, 5 of our 6 departments have had no claims over the past 4 years. That means when you're working on a City and County in San Francisco construction project, ultimately you're going to resolve your construction issues. And the project teams that we're recognizing today have done an outstanding job of that. Of course, they've had no claims, but more importantly, they've done an outstanding job of working together and felt that it was such an effective project that they delivered, they should receive some recognition for it. For that, we're truly grateful. I'd also like to highlight the 8 projects today and the 39 projects total that have participated in this recognition program. This program does not happen without you, our builders, our owners' representatives, our construction management professionals, our engineers, architects, all of us working together to help build construction projects in a better way. This is the better way to do business. It's a better way to solve our problems. And ultimately, it makes the construction industry as fun as it's supposed to be. So thank you, everybody, for participating, for dialing in today and joining us for our online award ceremony, and also for your support of the Collaborative Partnering Steering Committee. Thanks again.
Thanks, Rob. Now for the moment we've really all been waiting for, and that is the announcement of Best in Class for this year's event.
This year, the highest scoring project was the San Francisco International Airport 28L Reconstruction Project. So congratulations to SFO and Golden Gate Constructors.
Well, Nicholas, looks like that's a wrap for this year's ceremony.
Well, Kevin, we want to thank you. We want to thank all of the volunteers for the awards committee, all of you making videos at home, everyone behind the scenes making this happen. There's really a lot of work to pull this together, and we're really grateful that you could do it.
It was a unique experience doing it virtually this year. Hopefully next year we will see everybody in person, healthy and happy.
Yeah. See you guys next year.
Bye-bye.
I'm Nicholas, King of Public Works, and this is Kevin Wag. Wait.
That's good. That's good. Thanks, Scott. That's good. Wow, Nicholas, that really was a good collection of projects, wasn't it?
It was great. Sorry.
Little two handball, little two cheese ball.
No,
wow, Nicholas, that really was a great collection of projects, wasn't it?
It was. Now let's move on to our vertical projects.
Well, Nicholas, maybe after the pandemic is finished, we can go get a drink over at the Hyatt.
That'd be nice.
At least we're having fun.